Welcome NGL crowds! Another attempt at Nuzlocke. Another fail at Nuzlocke. If you came here to see how to succeed at Nuzlocke, you came to the wrong video. You wanna see how to lose Pokemon fast? This is a video for you. You can see all the rules of this soft Nuzlocke challenge in the description below. So, let's not delay any further. I'm Chris from Northern Geek Life, and this is my second attempt of a Nuzlocke in Pokémon Leaf Green. Thanks to the random starter rule, I started around with Charmander. Not ideal for the first couple of gyms, but I'll make it work. Ooh, you hear that? Foreshadowing! Ooh! But for now, my Grail takes down my rival Squirtle. After a brief work experience at UPS... Wait, hang on, didn't I do this joke in the previous video? I did! Okay, wait, let me just rewrite this. After a brief work experience at Amazon, I get the Pokédex and some Pokéballs from Professor Oak, and now this challenge can properly begin. On the first route, I capture the only Pokémon that you stumble over more than a Zubat, Rattata. I named the little rat Splinter. Now if only I could find 4 fighting type turtle Pokemon. Not much after that, Tyson the Mankey, Hawk the Pidgey, and Monarch the Caterpie join the team. Things are looking good indeed. I level up my team a bit in Viridian Forest and decide to head back out for the rival fight. Grail vs Pidgey goes as well as expected. A clear win for the good guys. Good guys being me. But then I decided it's been a while since I proved I'm an idiot. So I put in Tyson against Squirtle. The first low kick does very little damage, so I go for Scratch on the next turn. A Scratch seems to do a bit more, but Squirtle's tackle does a lot more. Not having learned to dodge crits yet, and yes, this will be a recurring theme, Tyson stays in to do another low kick for some reason. Squirtle hitbacks with another tackle, leaving Tyson with just 2 HP. At this point, I finally realize a switch is in order. And because I do have to prove that I'm not a complete idiot, I go for Hawk and not Grail. Hawk takes out the Squirtle in 2 more turns with some gusts. I could have definitely played that one better. Time for Brock. Tyson vs Geodude. No contest whatsoever as far as I'm concerned. Tyson keeps low kicking while Geodude keeps defense curling. Honestly, so many defense curls. How are Tyson's low kicks ever gonna bring this thing down? Even surviving with what looks like 1 HP? Shame on your defense curling, Geodude. Shame! Okay, credit where credit is due. Geodude does tackle Tyson once. But his fate is sealed. Onix is next, and for some reason, I decide fire is strong against rock. So, Grail comes out. Onix and Grail trade some tackles for some embers. I hope to get the burn here, but it just doesn't happen. And isn't that just something to cry about? I'm sure that inflicting the burn would have made all the difference in the world. Well, okay, maybe not in the world, but at least in this fight. Just let me believe that, okay? It helps with keeping hold of my sanity and being able to sleep at night for what happens next. When Onix uses Bind, I figure it's a good time to heal Tyson, so I can call him back in for some low kicks. I then heal Grail as well for good measure. Now this is a wasted potion, as in the next turn, Onyx connects with a critical hit, super effective Rock Tomb. Well, that's the end of Grail. At least it's a safe switch to Tyson, who immediately gets hit by a critical hit tackle, leaving my poor Boxer Tribute with H HP. That's not good. But, luckily, a low kick takes out Onyx, and I win the first Shim badge, although it is at the expense of my starter Grail. Nothing really noteworthy happens for a while after that. I do get a Geodude I named Wayne, and I lose him not much later against a critical hit Hyper Fang from a little Rattata thrown out by a random Rocket Grunt. RIP Geodude, taken way before your time. On a happier note, Monarch evolves into a Metapod, so close to a Butterfree now. Outside of Mount Moon, I find a Sandshrew, who I name Digger. Right, I am from Misty. But first, the two trainers in front of her. The first one isn't that much of an issue. The second one, however... I open with Hawk. A quick attack does decent enough damage as Goldeen misses Supersonic. On the second turn, Hawk gets hit with a solid Horn attack that cleanly halves its HP. Now, a smart person would switch out here. Hawk stays in for another quick attack. Luckily, it doesn't get punished at all, as Goldeen does a water sport. I decide Hawk needs to be healed if he is to survive another attack. The best decision I made this fight, with the worst outcome. I forgot to actually buy potions. So I switched to Tyson instead, right until the point that a critical hit Horn attack cleanly knocks out Tyson. Back to Hawk for some reason. Only thing that can help just a little bit is a quick attack. After which, a Horn attack takes out Hawk. Monarch comes out, and for some reason, Goldeen goes for a Supersonic here. I don't know why, but I've learned not to question good RNG. Monarch's tackle leaves Goldeen in the red, and then it happens. The next turn sees Goldeen hit a Horn attack, and Monarch survives! Unbelievable! A couple of tackles and Supersonics follow, but in the end it couldn't last, and Monarch goes down to a Horn attack. Out comes Splinter, who immediately dies to a Horn attack, obviously. It's all up to the newest member of my team now. Tigger. Ground versus water. I'm sure this is fine. Tigger actually survives a Horn attack with 3 HP. Wow, way to go, buddy! And a Scratch finishes off the Goldeen. Tigger won! This is freaking unbelievable! There is no way for me to catch another Pokemon without fighting my rival. So, I decide to do the honorable thing and let Tigger go down fighting. And that's it again. Another short Nuzlocke attempt in Pokémon Leaf Green. I will keep trying, in this game or another. But I do hope that you, my dear viewer, learn from my fails. Mostly what not to do, obviously. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and please share this channel with your friends. because it does help us grow. I've been Chris from Northern Life. See you all in the next one.